Hello, people. I want to talk to you a little bit about this thing. The title of this video will be "The Reluctant Messenger's Cult, Kalachakra," and the comment to the title is, "Let's say the apocalypse is right now. Will you be there on time? Don't be late." Okay, so in the title here it says "The Reluctant Messenger's Cult." So I'm going to comment on that. I don't understand Christians or criticizing me, despite that I'm bringing their message of the apocalypse. This is a thing which really has surprised me, that I'm bringing the typically Christian message, and even more than that, the message which I'm bringing is, as Christians, it's the most important message of the Bible. In the Bible, you have Jesus and the prophets before Jesus, but the crux, the final stone in the whole structure of the Bible is the apocalypse. That everything is leading to the second coming of Jesus and to the apocalypse, and this is a revelation of the Antichrist and discovering the Antichrist by 666. And I bring this message to Christians and they don't want it. So basically, what I've seen in the 6 years that Obama has been in power, Obama is marked by 666. In these 6 years, I've seen that Christians just don't have any faith basically in the basic real meaning of the Bible. The real meaning of the Bible all leads towards the apocalypse and to the revelation and the second coming of Christ. But I'm bringing them this message and they're rejecting it. And because they're rejecting it, I can't find anybody to carry this message, because it's actually Christians who should be bringing the revelation. It's Christians who should be bringing their own apocalypse, but they're not doing it. They're completely rejecting my message. And I mean, I'm bringing this message, which is their message. I say it's my message, it's their message. It's the message of the Bible, the apocalypse, and 666, and the Antichrist. And they're rejecting their own message. That's the strange thing. I've been seeing this for 6 years. So the only way for me is to actually do the job myself, because these guys aren't doing the job. Nobody's doing the job. The Christians are just completely AWOL. They're rejecting the whole Christian message, and they're out of it. They're completely out of it. They're saying that I'm a false prophet, I'm a false Christ, because I'm a Buddhist. Because I'm a Buddhist, and so they say that. So I find people are saying. All kinds of people are smearing and slandering. These are Christians. They should be supporting. They should be picking up the message. They could take my message. They could say, "Okay, you're a Buddhist, but forget that. I'm going to take your message and then reject you as a Buddhist, but I'm going to keep your message. Keep your message." But they're not doing that. They're rejecting the message itself. So now let's go on. Now also people have criticized me by saying that I'm starting a cult. But no proof has ever been given of that slander. People are totally ignorant about many things they have no grasp about. When people have no grasp and don't study anything, then they say all kinds of crazy things. That's the weird thing, and it's incoherent and it's absurd. People don't know anything about Buddhism. They have no knowledge of Buddhism. So then they spout all kinds of smears. Now me, I am perfectly learned about Kalachakra and Buddhism, and so calling me a cult. Cults are people who have a wrong understanding. I have perfectly good and correct understanding. Tibetan Tantric Buddhism is the highest form of culture in the world, and a particularly scholarly theme is Kalachakra, the prophecy god which announces the apocalypse within Buddhism. So in Buddhism, there is one teaching which is called Kalachakra, and that's a god which gives the prophecy of the apocalypse. And I am very learned in that. I did 5 years of study at Tibetan language and culture studies at Paris University in France. And then I studied this Kalachakra for dozens of years, for 28 years. Then suddenly, in 2008, I was reluctantly straddled with the mission of a different faith, Christianity, despite not wanting it. I didn't ask for this, and I got this mission to reveal a different faith, Christianity. And I didn't want that. I have to spread the message reluctantly, and I do this reluctantly. I have to spread the message now of 666, despite that I don't want it. I don't want to do that because I'm Buddhist, so I don't want to be straddled with this. I mean, if 666 is truly the prophecy which will reveal the Antichrist, good for the Bible, good for the Christians. Power to them. That's small. They can run with that. They can take that prophecy and they can spread it and develop it and talk about it. But I don't. That's not my problem. But the Christians are rejecting their own message. So nobody is revealing that Obama is the Antichrist revealed by 666. So I have to do it. So let's go on. Christians have refused to carry this message to the world, and I'm left to do it alone amidst criticism from the Christians. It's the Christians who are doing the criticism, who won't even carry their own Bible's message of the apocalypse. The Christians won't carry this message. So I first witnessed the miracle of the mark of 666 upon Obama in 2008 when I read this Newsweek article. Suddenly I was dragged into the mission to reveal this to the world. But along the way, Christians massively leagued against me, and they are now all actively involved in trying to cover up this fact. And I say all the Christians, and then I mean all the Christians, because there are some Christians who say Obama is the Antichrist, but none of them will talk about this mark of 666. They say the 666 is the RFID chip, and they have no idea. They have no idea because they're not using the Bible to reference this mark 666. So the Christians are truly covering up for the Antichrist and working to save him from the revelation of this fact that the Obama is revealed by the number 666. So let's go to the Newsweek article, because then you'll see what I saw. I saw a Newsweek article on the month after Obama's election. That was in 2008. So this is Newsweek, okay? Newsweek.com. The title is Obama the Antichrist? The winning lottery number in Illinois was 666, which, as everyone knows, is the sign of the beast. What I'm revealing to you now is the apocalypse, because I'm really revealing to you the fact that proves that Obama is the Antichrist. So listen very carefully to what it says here. Here's an excerpt. So at that moment, on that day, one day after Obama's election, up to the minute news from constituents in Illinois were coming in on the day after Obama's election. The news was one of the winning lottery numbers in the president-elect's home state was 666, which, as everyone knows, is the sign of the beast, also known as the Antichrist. So I saw this in Newsweek, and I was so astounded. This is the article. This is what I saw in 2008, and I've been carrying this alone for 6 years. Belief watch, is Obama the Antichrist? So these are the two sentences. On November 5, Obama was elected November 4. On November 5, next day, Obama was celebrating his victory. Todd Strandberg was at his desk fielding emails from around the world. He is the editor and founder of RaptureReady.com. He tracks all kinds of apocalypse events. Now Strandberg was receiving up to the minute news from his constituents in Illinois. One of the winning lottery numbers in the president-elect's home state was 666, which, as everyone knows, is the sign of the beast, also known as the Antichrist. So the proof is there that Obama is the Antichrist, and there's no doubt about it. So when I saw the Newsweek article above, which is here, that asks if Obama is the Antichrist, my hair stood on end, and I thought, this is for the Christians. I thought, this is a message for the Christians. This is not for me. This will be the Christian apocalypse, but not our Buddhist apocalypse. I didn't think that this would be the Buddhist apocalypse. At that time, I was thinking that every religion would have its own apocalypse. Christians would have theirs, Buddhists would have theirs, the Jews would have theirs. I didn't think it would all be one. But what happened is the Christians rejected my message, and now, unfortunately, I'm alone in spreading this message, which I don't want, because it's not a Buddhist message. It's not a Buddhist message, so I don't want to reveal this. I don't want to reveal this message 24 hours a day for 6 years, which is what happened, because all Christians are rejecting the message. They're saying that I'm not qualified because I'm Buddhist and everything. None of the Christians will take this Bible's message and say, okay, it's a Christian message. This is the apocalypse. They won't wake up. So I don't want to spread the Christian message, and I do it reluctantly. And I don't want to spread the Christian message. And unfortunately, I'm doing it, but I'm doing it reluctantly. But no one else is doing it. And unless I do it, no one else will defeat the Antichrist. And no one will reveal him either. Nobody's revealing Obama. Obama's the Antichrist. Nobody's revealing him. I'm the only one. The Christians have failed. The Christians have failed. Everybody has failed. The atheists have failed. The Jews have failed. The Buddhists have failed. I've talked to this with Buddhists. They've failed too. They don't see. They can't make the link between Buddhism and Christianity. We have the link to the Antichrist in a teaching of Buddhism, which is called Kalachakra, and it's very clearly explained. And the link is there, but they cannot make it. They don't have the mental power. They can't understand it. Christians can't understand it either. So, I am the reluctant messenger announced in the Bible, and we must gather now. You people here listening to this, you must gather. I'll make an article about this, and I'll put the link here too. I'll lead you to heaven if you do. If you gather with me, you'll go to heaven. The Bible says, indeed, it's said in the Bible, that the messengers of the apocalypse go to heaven, and they're the only ones in the whole universe who go to heaven. The only ones who go to heaven are the messengers of the apocalypse. So I'm saying you have to gather here and spread this message of the apocalypse. Even if I'm a Buddhist, you've got to take this message and spread it. I'm ready to do Skypes with the people, Skype interviews, talk to people, and make articles, make videos, put the Skype, we talk together on Skype, we make articles and we make videos about our talk. And make comments, blog entries, everywhere, forums, everything. I'm ready to spread this message out to the world everywhere. So you people have to join me, and we have to do this. So, okay, that's the message for now. So you people spread this message very strongly, and let's break the apocalypse worldwide, everywhere, even to Asia, even into China and to Chinese forums and internet. We have to translate this into all the languages of the world. Okay, bye-bye, people.